Okay, so we will be annotating for figurative language, and we will be using stanzas or lines actually 134 through 137. Okay, and here Lysander is speaking. So he says, I, me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood. In Act 1, Scene 1, line 136, Lysander says this line that I've highlighted in red: the course of true love never did run smooth. I want you to think about that for a couple of minutes before I go any further. And so just take a few moments to think about what this line could mean. The course of true love never did run smooth. And think of it in reference to love, because that's what it's saying. Love and relationships, okay? So, yes, as you probably were thinking, it's a metaphor. And we know that it's a metaphor because it is basically comparing love to a path or a river that is not easy to move on. Or basically, it's saying there are many hills and valleys and oceans when you're dealing with the journey of love. And that's just another way to say that there are many roads, bumps in the roads when you're dealing with love, okay? So in line 240 through 241, the author includes a personification. When Helena says, I'm sorry, love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. That is a sign of a personification, okay? And so, oh, there it is. I don't know, I have a delay on my screen for some reason. Okay, now here are some examples of figures of speech that you guys should have encountered now that you are eighth graders. And so the first one, and I've placed these here for you: hyperbole, an exaggerated statement not meant to take literally. An example is she cried a lake. You know, you can't cry a lake, you can't cry that much, okay? Metaphor, a comparison between two different things without using like or as. Example, his heart is like gold. I'm sorry, without, I said with or without using. With using. Simile, directly compares two things using like or as. Her smile is as bright as the sun. Irony, the difference between what we expect to happen and what actually happens. The irony is that I thought he could help me. So evidently, she went to someone expecting to get the assistance that she needed, and he wasn't able to help her. So that was an irony. Puns, a play on words that provide multiple meanings of a term in a funny way. Why are teddy bears never hungry? Because they are always stuffed. And personification, given human traits and characteristics to non living things. Example, the river of chocolate begged to be tasted. Now, that is a sentence that I love. Okay? And let's see here. So now what we're doing is we're going to learn how to do evidence-based claims. And for question 1, it says, what is Lysander arguing about true love? And question number 2, what evidence does Lysander have to support his claim? So I have provided here handout 3B, and it's an exemplar argument essay, okay? And what you're going to do is, over the course of this module, you're going to work with this exact same essay, okay, for your argumentative writing. And what you're going to do is read the title and the first paragraph only. The title and only the first paragraph, and then highlight the claim. Whatever the topic is, whatever you think the topic of that particular paragraph is, you're going to highlight that. And why are evidence-based claims important in an argument? You're going to respond to that question, okay?